All right, so welcome to the Moodle overview video. So this is going to kind of hopefully give you a brief overview of Moodle, and then if you have any questions later, please feel free to contact me. So my name is Dr. Barry Smith, and this is Math2350 Business Calc 1. My office is in PS 130. Probably the best way to get a hold of me is my email, barry.smith@caspercollege.edu. Be sure to use your Casper College email address to get a hold of me, as that's required due to FERPA. My office hours are listed here. Note that on Monday and Wednesday, my office hours are actually going to be in PS 104, which is a STEM center. They needed help there at that time, and they wanted me to put two of my office hours over there, so that's what I did. And so you'll find me actually in the STEM center. Um, so here, there's a little overview. You're watching the Moodle overview. This is a Pearson video on how to get the registration and log in. This is a due dates explained, so I won't explain much in that in this video. Announcements, what's going on in the course content, points about the class. This kind of has some interesting things about, reading textbooks and other things. So it's a nice little handout there. Here are three ways you can get into your course. You can do, the course home, here's your text, and here's a multimedia library. So that really, multimedia library will help you beyond what videos I supply you. It'll give you specific examples, things like that if it'll open here. And so let's see here. I'll continue. It won't let me in. Okay, so that's because I'm in a student mode right now instead of faculty mode, so it won't let me do that. But anyway, it'll let you choose chapter 9, look at all the videos or worked examples or stuff like that. And so that's kind of a nice thing. And same as the e-text, you can change chapters or whatever you need to do there. And then here's a YouTube playlist that should let me in because that's mine. And so basically, I've gone and made videos for every section of the course, and so you can watch those, and hopefully that will help you understand some of the ways the examples are worked and stuff like that. So there's 167 videos for you to go through there. Then we have course documents. We have the syllabus. Be sure to read that completely. At the end of it's a course calendar, but I've split it apart here. So it's also here so you know kind of what it is. And basically it's kind of showing you these dates here is what it's doing. Testing center hours. You can click that and it'll tell you what hours the testing center is open. For a lot of you, this one will be helpful because it's open later. So on Thursdays, that's a later date. Now, if you're outside of Casper, then you need to contact me so we can get a testing center set up for where you're located. This is a testing center actual link, and it'll take it to where you can go and register for your test. And so you just schedule your appointment, look for this class and my name, Smith, and then you'll be able to find ways to set up your test for whatever day you want to do. Math study skills, it's ways to study not only for math but other classes as well, and it's just helpful ideas on doing things. There's journals that you're going to have to do, so you need to read this, and then the journals will say, okay, using three of the items you've read about, how does that work for you in this section? And then maybe another module you'll say, okay, now try some others and see if they work better or worse for you and kind of go about that. So it's kind of ways to make you start thinking about how to study properly. This is some advice from past students on what to do. Spelling is theirs. It's not mine. I just copied it from their post and posted it in there. Digital Learning Center, Help Desk, Information Technology, Disability Services, Tutoring, Study Resources. So if you go there, you'll find the STEM Center information, and it's right here. Here, and if you click that, it's some of it's not been updated, so it's going to be old. But when you go in here, this is hopefully going to be updated before the school starts, and then that'll tell you when they're open and things like that, who's the tutor at what times and things. So that's kind of a nice thing. And then the student handbook. Here are a few videos, motivational videos, as well as how we can all succeed. Eliminating math anxiety. Believing you can improve, things like that. Useful websites, Khan Academy. It sometimes helps in this class, not a lot, but it's there. Desmos, which is a graphing calculator, so that'll help you with some of the items. Then if you have a TI-84 and you have questions, you can do that. Now, the modules, how do they work? Well, the first module is different than the rest of them in the fact that we have an introduction you have to post to, a syllabus quiz, and an email me. And then there's a math poll, answer honestly, hate math, love math, whatever, answer that. And then we have our learning outcomes for this module. And then there's going to be a study skills journal, and it's going to be due on September 12th. It won't open until the first day of actual class, but that's where you should probably read that first. And then when you start doing your homework, base your reading what you're supposed to do on how you work your homework on those study skills PDF. Then here, this is going to give you all the homeworks here. So you click here, that gives you a study, a kind of a skills check to make sure you have the skills to do it. And then section 9.1, 9.2, all the way up through 9.7. And then there's going to be a chapter review based on those 9 sections. And then there's going to be a pre-exam self-reflection. So you're going to be basically saying, okay, I'm well prepared for this test, or I'm not prepared, or I time got away from me and I'm just going to try to cram it in no matter what. And then you take the test after that. And then, after you take the test, go out and then do your post exam and say, okay, well, I, bombed that exam, or hey, I did really good I studied properly. And it's to kind of help you understand why you got the grade on this exam, as well as for me to understand. Because sometimes I'll talk to people and they're like, oh yeah, I understand all this. And then they go and bomb the exam. But sometimes when they go and do their self-reflection, they're like, well, I've had this going on in my life and I didn't really study this section, or I skipped these 3 sections because, I just didn't want to do it. And then it makes it so I understand. And then you can, self-reflect on say, okay, well, now next time I can't skip any sections or whatever. And it helps you to kind of figure that out. Now, the rest of the modules are basically the same. You're going to have the learning outcomes posted. So, you can click on that and it'll tell you what's going to be happening in each of the sections. And then you have your study skills journal. Again, read that first and then kind of see what they want you to do. And then you have your homework sections, the review, and pre and post reflections, and then the exam in the middle. And if you go through all the rest of that, that's how they all go. So it's not going to be anything new for the rest of the modules after that. So hopefully that helps you. And again, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Here's to a great semester.